No! No, no way! No! Catnap, no! Please, have mercy. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm showing you how I made my catnap. It wasn't actually too hard, to be honest. I know I say almost like with all my projects, and yes, I lost my green foxy, so I'm using this foxy for my OC for right now. So yeah, but this guy is exactly almost at 11 inches. Now I'm not gonna show you how I made the head. I mean, I would, but I didn't record it. So I know I should have, but it's really the same way how I made Slide Pie. If you go check out Slide Pie's video, and Swifty and Slide Pie probably show you the best way how I make this head. It's really the same way as I did. It's just foam inside it and gives it this like the shape and everything, which I really like it. I think it worked out really good. Now the head, I'm gonna show you the patterns up in the corner up here. Like I said, I didn't bring it with me for some reason, but the pattern I'm gonna show you first, probably the body, and then the legs, and then the tail, and then the probably legs. Now this guy is very different than my all my other ones because I actually sewed this time. If you actually look, I sewed. A lot of this is sewed. The only parts is not is his head and his body right here. This part is sewed. It's not sewed, but it's actually his head sewed. If you actually look on TikTok on my other video on the short, if you actually realize he actually has a really long neck. I cut that off because I did not like it. It was not game accurate, so I fixed it. So now he looks way better. Now the body's gonna be right up here. Now this is the body. I think I'm gonna show how big it is with the ruler, but still, that's the pattern you kind of want. That's the pattern for the body. Now this is not counting this. This is separate. Because my first time making the body, I made this on it, and it was too small. Didn't work. So I cut it off, made a new one. Which I think looks way better, and kind of gives him that, like, I don't know, arch look on his body as he looks in the game. So pretty much. And then his tail. Pattern up here. I want to show the pattern. I'm gonna show the pattern to this first. It's just a really simple pattern. It's not really hard. Just take that, make two of them. Like all you need is just two. It's at the legs and the tail. Just make two, and you just sew them together. And you just leave a little gap, and you sew them together. You make this piece, the first piece I showed you, leave a gap for the head, and leave a gap for the waist. And then make the waist, and then sew that piece on here. And there you go, you got the body. And the neck is just, if I were you guys, probably in the picture, I'm going to show you the neck's probably going to be hooked onto the body. But now onto the tail. The tail is just one big piece of fabric. And just, you'll see up here in the corner. But you take that and you just sew it straight down. And it should give you this like cat looking tail. Like I said, it wasn't too hard to make. It was actually really easy. Probably one of the most easiest plushes I ever made. And my very first time sewing, by the way. And his legs are, I'm gonna show you up here. It's just a solid piece of paper. Just split like this much of it on the side. And you just fold it and you make a circle out of it, and you just put down a piece of fabric and everything. Now I always show the fabric on screen, what kind of fabric I used. I bought it from Hobby Lobby. It was the best looking material for catnap I could find that wasn't like a shirt material and stuff like that. I didn't want that. I actually wanted like the closest thing like to a furry thing. So that's the best I could find, and I really like it. I think the color looks really good. Now the feet is just like this. I can't tell you the shape, but it's that shape. I think it's I don't know. I'm not even trying to pronounce it, but you just take that, make 3 of them, stack them on top of each other, and you always gotta get this dark purple. I bought this from Walmart. It's a darker. This is like a shirt material. Like I said, I can't find no other material like this. So I bought a darker material. So I used this on his feet. And I wrapped it after I did that. And at his toes. His toes is just... I could have done way better on the feet, to be honest with you. But I didn't really know how to do it and everything. It was more complicated than the head, in my opinion. But it wasn't too bad. And this is not a zipper. Here you go. Let me flip them upside down. This is just a piece of cardboard or like that foam I used for the prototype and everything. And it's just a yellow piece of fabric wrapped around it. And this is a black piece. This is a black piece with a small gray line and put down on it. Just glued on it. Gives that zipper look. And he has his own center of balance, which I really like. And these are sewed onto the body, if you were wondering. Everything on here is almost sewed, except this part and this. Except that and his feet are glued on. I didn't want to sew all of those together. Now to the part I've been waiting to do. How big is he to the prototype? Let's see. Well, first, here's a FNAF plushie next to him. That's a pretty big. I like his size. I think his size is really nice. And the prototype stands way over him still. So I think it's pretty good. I don't know how tall he is in the game or anything like that. But I think I did a pretty good job. I actually like catnap better than I like the prototype, to be honest. Which I love the prototype. I think I did a fantastic job on the prototype. But there's a few things I wish I would have done, like sewed. I 100% wish I would have sewed. And there he goes, the one's blowing him. But I 100% wish I would have sewed him instead of hot gluing a lot of it. Like this guy. This guy came out way looking better than he did, in my opinion. Which I know a lot of people don't be saying, like, oh, well, the prototype's way cooler and everything. Which, yes, I agree. I do think this is a big milestone for me. I did not think I was going to be able to make that guy, like I said in his video. If you have not checked out his video, go check it out. And I made also Holly Sawyer, but I don't have him out here today. But now it's time for another part I've been wanting to do. Let's see how this guy looks to the official one. Yes, I got the official one. If you can't tell, mine is, here, let me put it right next to him. Mine is way bigger than the official. If you can't tell. My head's way bigger too. Now I thought right off the bat, I like mine more. Not just because it's mine, not that. I just think, in my personal opinion, I think mine looks more game accurate. And the problem about this guy, really for me, is not that he's posable. I love that. Everything on him I really like. I don't think there's nothing about this guy is not worth the money. It's his eyes for me though. If they sink this in, this is all sunk in. The eyes ain't sunk in though. Like in the game, I wish they would have done that. Like how mine is a little bit. Like they're not fully sunk in, but they're sunk in enough where or they kind of get that catnap look. And that's kind of what I wanted from him, but obviously that didn't come out as to be. Which I will say this: I really do like the posability on this guy. This posability is fantastic. Now that's something that's one thing I could not do on this guy. I did not want to add posability on him because it was just took me forever. And yes, I know there's a freaking it's coming unsewed there. But I can fix that. But there's multiple things I do like on him. I like my head more than anything. I also like my legs. My legs, I think my legs look way better than this. Now, I think my color, I don't know if I said that already, but I think my color's more game accurate than he does, in my opinion. I don't know, like I said, I like him. Like I said, if you don't want to make him, I would highly recommend just buying this. There's no need of making him if you don't want to. I've been wanting to make this guy ever since he came out. He's my favorite character from the whole Poppy Playtime series. Catnap is best chapter, best anything. I don't know. Prototype's probably second, and the third is Huggy. But Catnap, they just did so good of a job on him, and I just wish they would have did a little better because, like, even his body's not really game accurate. I don't think. Not even his tail. I don't even think his tail's long enough. Which I do know in the VHS, in the Hour Joy VHS, I think his tail is longer than it's actually in the gameplay. But still, though, I just think there's so much more they did on this guy to do, like I did. Like I actually kind of wish that they would add the ribs on his guy, but they didn't. And like the sunken in eyes and everything, I wish they would have done that, but they didn't. Now, what's this? They did a good job on the ears. I like my ears, but they're not like here. Here that I'm flicking it. Yeah, like I said, he's all foam. Now that's something I don't think they did. No, they didn't. That's all. Well, his mouth is cardboard, but like I said, I really like this guy. Not saying this guy's not good. I really like him. He's really good. He looks just like Catnap. There's just a few things I think I did better on mine than this. Like I said, nothing against Mob Entertainment's plushies. I think they look fantastic. Every one of them look good. And like I said, if you don't want to make this guy, don't buy the plushie. By the time you get done paying for the material and everything, you don't be spending probably the same amount for him to him. It's probably gonna be around $50. And why don't you just spend 10 more bucks and just to get the good looking one from the game and everything. Now what's this? My favorite thing about this guy, and probably my least favorite thing about this guy, I know, I'm not saying he's not bad at plushie. He's not. It's the size. He's way too small. That's the only problem. He is way too small. When I put a plushie next to him, that's not game accurate at all. I think mine, well, like I said, I still think in the game he is still a little bigger, but I think mine looks way more game accurate than this guy does. Nothing against him, but like I said, I just wish they would have made him bigger. How much money you're paying for him, I just do wish you would have got got a better looking toy. But yeah, I think that's mostly everything. Like I said, when I'm editing, I'm gonna put all the pictures up here, and I think that's mostly it. If I left anything out, tell me in the comments down below, and I will tell you guys in the comments or anything. And by the way, who do you like better, my Catnap or the Prototype? I get a funny feeling a lot more people are gonna say the Prototype than the Catnap. But listen, I really like how this guy came out. He's my favorite. I think he's probably one of my best customs I think I've ever made. Except the feet. I probably will fix these eventually. And probably the charm too. But it's on a little... I want to get this video out as fast as I can. I'm sorry about yesterday. It's just something really bothered me yesterday. I'm not going to go into it. It's personal business. But I just didn't have it in me to make the video. But today you guys are getting the video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. But like I said, tell me in the comments down below who you like more. Catnap or the Prototype. Like I said, me, I like my Catnap. There's nothing against my Prototype. I love my Prototype. But I just wish I probably would have sewed it a little bit instead of hot gluing it. And I think that's it, guys. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope you guys have a good Easter. And I think that's it. So, bye!